Alright guys, here's another educational video for you. This one's going to be about the fake community takeovers that are happening right now. Okay, so this is one of the latest trends, scams, whatever you want to call it. But basically, project launches, projects, down to 10K, and all of a sudden, these amazing community members come out of nowhere and they say, "We will take over, guys. We will save this." And you have to watch these guys carefully, and you have to figure out which ones are real and which ones are fake, because if they're able to get control of the Telegram from the developer, who supposedly, the story is this: the developer launched it, he sold all his tokens, which is very common in this space now, which is very sad. But people are just happy and willing to accept the fact that devs will launch and dump the fuck out of them, and they'll try to build it up from the ground floor with no money, no supply, and they'll just buy their own supply and start pushing it together. And most of the time, they're full of shit. They just use you for a second exit liquidity pump. And, most of the times it's an inside job as well. It's very, very hard to do a community takeover. You don't have funds, you don't have supply, and you're relying on, new people stepping in who nobody knows, nobody can trust, and you just hope that they just keep pushing and pushing, never sell their bags, and they have good intentions. So it's always a very, very difficult thing to do. Marketing is so costly these days, which it shouldn't be, but influencers are the most greedy fucks in the world right now. But here's some signs to know when a community takeover is a little sus. How quickly does the new... I think it's all an inside job. So I think the dev launches, dumps, he has these guys ready to go to fake the takeover, and then the dev with the rest of his supply and these guys with their supply that they buy up, they fake the community takeover, they use the funds that they've stolen, start pushing the project, and then they fucking rug it for a second time. So a couple quick ways to spot it. It's very new, so I'll think of more ways as it goes along, but how quickly do they get ownership of the Telegram? It's not an easy thing to do. The dev, sometimes he'll hold them hostage. He doesn't want to give it away. If they make their own new Telegram and they bring people over there, that's a little bit better of a sign than them somehow gaining ownership of the current Telegram. And how did they get control of the Twitter as well? You want to see them make new Twitter, make a new Telegram, make new everything. Even then, it can still be a fake community takeover, but it's a better sign because they're putting in more work, and it shows that they're not just connected to the dev enough where he's just going to give them ownership of that. Because these devs who dump and scam, they're not nice guys. These devs, they don't just give that stuff up easy. They hold people hostage. They're almost never make it easy on people. So if they're able to gain control of the Telegram and Twitter and website like right away, there's always something fishy there. And if they're able to update the socials right away, I mean, that usually takes a while, and like some of these guys are getting it done so quickly. So you have to be suspicious of the speed in which it happens. And if they make a new Twitter, make a new Telegram, do all that, and they slowly get the socials updated, it's a much better sign. But the main thing in all of these is going to be how much supply do these people own who have taken it over. And I would ask them myself, and I would ask their plans, and I would talk to them in the voice chats. If they don't do stuff like that, I don't think they're very strong leaders. So yeah, the speed in which they're able to update all the socials, how they get control of stuff. Oh, so if they already have a new community website and they update it on Dex Screeners or Dex Tools or like whatever pretty quickly, that's almost always a bad sign. How do you already have a second website created an hour after launch like you knew the dev was going to rug the first one? So if they have a website ready to go and just whip it up out of nowhere and it's like a decent website, that's a fucking very weird thing. And if they're just using all the original stuff, all the original Telegrams and Twitters and websites, it's like, why are we keeping the project like it is when the dev's a scammer? The dev could update that website. The dev could delete the website. The dev could do so many things. He could post a fake CA on Twitter. So why are you going to trust that Telegram, that Twitter, when the dev's already a proven scammer, and now you're going to stay in that same Telegram, stay in that same Twitter, all under his control? Terrible, terrible move. So I hope you found something in this video. We have a ton of other educational ones, some a lot more useful than this one. This is just one of the latest trends I've seen going around, and hopefully you're able to pick something up from it. Thanks for listening.